This Hayes Arcade, your hardcore casual fan. Welcome to the hot bitch. I was not planning on watching the American Nightmare Becoming Cody Rhodes doc because I knew it would trigger me because with everybody saying that Cody should have won a WrestleMania 39 in Hollywood. But even though I have a lot of opinions after watching this, I still think it's a great doc. It shows you the impact Cody Rhodes had, that he was able to create a whole different thing away from WWE, and the fans all knew once that music hit, there's more than one royal family. And when the music hits, the crowd went wild. I believe I still have the reaction on my channel. Like, I went crazy because there's no denying Cody Rhodes, like what he built and what he created outside of WWE. Like, if you're really a real wrestling fan, you would have caught notice to him. And just his presentation, just everything, like looking at WrestleMania 38 and just the presentation, the music, the robe, the look, the bleached hair, it was like everything is polar opposite of what he looked like just 6 years earlier at WrestleMania 32. And again, it's like he needed to do that. And he has a great match with Seth Rollins. And here's where things get interesting because, of course, we all know he injured himself weightlifting, going into Hell in a Cell. Had one of the most atrocious injuries in terms of appearance we've ever seen. He beat Seth Rollins. And here's where my rant is going to happen. We all know he comes back at Royal Rumble. He wins the Royal Rumble at 30, goes to WrestleMania Hollywood, main events his first ever WrestleMania versus a guy who's main evented at that point 7. And you do have a nice story there that he went from undesirable to undeniable. He mains event WrestleMania a year after being back. He tells the story of finishing the story, of winning the title that his daddy never won, and he was right there and he loses. Okay, we all know that. Here's where I think WWE could have did themselves a better service, okay? I still don't know why Cody lost on WrestleMania 39. I don't care what nobody says. I don't care to hear about adversity, none of that. I don't care to hear it, don't want to hear it. It's the dumbest thing I ever heard. And now you're seeing what we all were saying when we knew how this was going to go. There was not going to be able to do a whole year of Cody trying to find something to do going into WrestleMania the next year at 40. Like, it just wasn't going to happen. We knew that. Apparently, for some reason, a lot of you guys who thought he needed to face adversity didn't know that. So here's the thing. Cody winning 3 straight matches against Seth, I think, was a horrible move. It makes no sense to me. Cody, who won at WrestleMania, then won at WrestleMania Backlash, then won at Hell in a Cell with a torn pec. Why? Why did he need... First of all, why did he win the Hell in a Cell match? I still don't understand. Why did he win at WrestleMania Backlash? I mean, I remember watching that match and being shocked that he won, but I'm like, why did he need to win? Like, this is the problem with WWE, is like, the reason why there are no true stars in the company, and it's far and few between, is because you have guys get beat multiple times. Like, just prime example, even though Chad Gable is still over, he lost multiple times. Even though he got the count out victory versus Walter, he still lost multiple times, and now he just lost versus Brunson Reed. So now he got to rebuild himself. But it's like, why did Seth need to lose 3 times? Like, in no heavyweight championship division, do you do rematches with one guy winning all of them. That doesn't work in box. Like in boxing, UFC, you can at most do 2 rematches. No, you can at most do 1 rematch in like a championship fight or in a fight in general. Like, I'm trying to think of a 3, like Tito Ortiz and like Chuck Liddell. I don't remember who won what. I think Tito won like the first one. Like, there has to be a reason to do the rematch, right? Someone wins one, or there's a draw in the second one, or someone wins one, someone wins the other one. Then you do the rubber match in the third one. Like, that's how it works. Imagine if Deontay Wilder would have lost the first fight, knocked out the second fight. What's the reason for the third one? There is none. Like, I don't understand why you don't do Seth Rollins beating Cody at WrestleMania Backlash. Probably would have won a Hell in a Cell, but with the torn pec, he loses, which doesn't make Cody look any less than, because he has a torn pec. So, again, and by the way, what a soldier Cody is. Like, I know a lot of the boys in the back. Undertaker said it. Like, you know, Undertaker, he wrestled with torn faces, broken backs, everything. That's old school. That's old school Funks, Flair, Murdochs. Like, if you are hurt, I don't care. As long as you can walk to the ring, like Undertaker said, you're going to wrestle. Cody showed you, like, he a true G. I think even the people that were not in favor of Cody for whatever reason might think, a lot of people think he's kind of hokey, corny, whatever. But for me, I just believe him. Like, a lot of people feel like he's John Cena. Yeah, but I believe every word Cody says. That's the difference. Why a lot of people, I have it on my channel, a lot of people never liked John Cena because they didn't believe in the words he said. I believe every single word Cody says. Like, every single word. Even if you don't care about the words he's saying, I believe in what he's saying, though. So Cody, he wrestled with a torn pec. And the fact that he lied to everyone saying it didn't hurt as much as it did and still had an amazing match, it's like showed you, like, he a soldier, man. It's like, this is my first time wrestling in a W main event, which is like, wow, that's crazy. Like, you were there for what, 07 to what, 18? Not 18, no. 07 to like 16. So you was there for 9 years, never main evented anything of that magnitude. I mean, yeah, like, I don't care. As long as I can walk to the ring, I'm a wrestle. So, but yeah, I think had Cody lost at WrestleMania Backlash, lost a Hell in a Cell, going into Royal Rumble, you have the story, the adversity that the people that needed wanted with, was WrestleMania 38 a fluke? Did he get lucky versus Seth? Seth beat him in a rematch. Seth beat him in Hell in a Cell. Can he come into the Royal Rumble and truly win? Then he wins the Royal Rumble. Now you give him one more roadblock in either Seth Rollins or Walter. Walter, who at this point I think was only beat once on the main roster, if even that. Seth, who, the guy that beat him, which probably would have made more sense to do, and I know they're setting up the Logan Paul thing, but you could have set that up the following night. You didn't need to do it there. Could have set up him and Seth, Cody and Seth in some type of, I don't know, some type of weird match, last man standing, something like that, and have Cody beat him. And now you go into WrestleMania like, okay, we've seen the adversity. I mean, by the way, I don't understand why people said that. Like, he had a torn pec. It's not like he had a vacation for 8 months. He had a torn pec. What about him being hurt and injured is not adversity to come back and be as good as you were? Like, is that not the story? It's not the story that you hope after an injury that you can be back and be as good as you were or even better? I don't understand people when they were saying that whole adversity thing. Like, it was so stupid. But then they tell a story of him going to WrestleMania. And here's where I wasn't triggered. I already put myself in a mind state. Hey, it is what it is. We all know he lost. And by the way, the transitions they were doing with Cody like in a desert, beautiful. Beautiful. Even the last shot they did, I think, was him taking the belt, the actual belt that Dusty would have won had he won the match versus Jimmy Graham. Like actual belt design. It's like, man, like everything about this doc told you that Cody was supposed to win. And I look at Cody and Roman as polar opposites. Like, no disrespect to Roman. I know he works hard. I know he sacrificed a lot to be where he was, but at the end of the day, he did not deserve to be in the position he was at. When he won that 2015 Royal Rumble in Philly to main event in WrestleMania 31, 32, retiring Undertaker supposedly at 33, WrestleMania main event 34, probably would have main event 35 if, he didn't have the illness. Then probably would have main event 36 had the pandemic not happened. But then he main event 37, 38, 39. So it's like, basically, he's been main event and been the guy, and for the first half of his career, couldn't really get over. But the Vince in management was going to say, we're going to push him whether you like it or not. So Cody, who he wasn't particularly over, he was a solid mid-carder. Like he wasn't particularly over with the crowd, but I think people have respect for him. But Cody was never going to get that type of push, even though he had the talent. And you saw when he talked in with just the Hall of Fame, inducting his father, even at the funeral, which we didn't see, but like he's so good with words. Like he could talk. So it's like, I don't understand how Vince, after seeing how he talked at the funeral, after a while would have been like, Cody, just do your damn thing. Right? Now, who knows what would have happened? Would he have found the music that helps him become who he is? Would he have found his voice? Would he have found bleach the hair? Would he have found the new attire? Like, who knows? Probably not. But it's just, I look at this and I'm like, wow. And to put it in perspective, it was like it took him 16 years to get to this point. 16, bruh. That's crazy. 16 years to get to this point. And again, like I just do not understand everything about this story. They showed the ending of the match with him losing, and they showed Brandy Rhodes' face. And the first thing I thought of was, I bet you regret doing that whole smashing the throne thing, huh? For those I know, like in AEW did for whatever reason, I don't know why, but Cody and Brandon did the whole throne thing that was supposed to resemble Triple H's symbol, and they smashed it with a sledgehammer. And I'm like, you'll probably regret that right now, don't y'all? But yeah, I don't get it. I don't understand. And apparently that was Triple H's call. They making it as if it was Triple H's call. And like, I just don't know why he made that call. Like, you'll never make it make sense to me. You just never will. Outside of the fact that y'all got scared because y'all don't know what story to tell outside of the bloodline. When Cody wins the title, there's so many new stories you can tell. The story between Brock would have made sense had he win the title. You could tell you could have new competitors, new feuds that Cody has yet to face because he was gone for 6, 7, 8 months. So there's so many new feuds. You can even feud with Sammy and KO, and like there's so many different things you could do. But yeah, the doc was phenomenal. I loved it. But just amazing to really see him. Remember the person I saw when he first debuted on Raw in 2007 to the person he is now. It was like, wow. I don't know if there's a better story even close to that. Like, I don't know if there's any other person that is close to that. Maybe Foley. Maybe. But let's be honest. Foley, as great as he is, I'm not here to bury Foley, but I don't think Foley would ever, Like Cody, I think at least has a good 3, 4, 5 years to where he could truly be the face of the company. I don't think Foley would have ever been the face of the company. But it's still the kind of the same story. Foley, who was a true wrestling fan and broke his body for the business and did everything, changed characters, all that. It's kind of low-key the same story, kind of. But yeah, I just don't understand why Cody did not win that night at WrestleMania in SoFi. Like, it will never make sense to me. And the only thing the only thing that makes me happy is knowing that I'll probably see Cody win his first title in person at WrestleMania 40 in Philly. So at least I'll have that. even though I would be more happy if Cody going into WrestleMania 40 is the champion facing someone else. I still feel Cody should face Roman at Survivor Series or probably preferably Royal Rumble and win it there. Because again, doing him and Roman at 40, the magic just, I don't think is going to be there. I think the only thing you could truly do is do the Hell in a Cell. Do the Hell in a Cell in the main event, raise the stakes. Outside of that, again, I think the better story, if you was going to have Cody Roman rematch, is just have Cody lose clean. I think, and much people would have been pissed off, at least you could have told the story that Cody was not ready yet. They're trying to tell the story that Cody wasn't ready yet. No, he beat Roman. There was just interference. Cody lose it clean, you tell the story that he was not ready yet. So I would have been more happy you just would have lost clean, and then you tell a rematch, even though in the rematch it still would have been basically predictable, but at least in storyline, it would have made more sense. But yeah, I think you should do Roman, Cody at Royal Rumble, have Rock hit his music, whatever, have Cody beat Roman, and then you do Roman, Rock, WrestleMania Night 1, and whoever y'all decide to win the Royal Rumble, preferably Gunther for me. Do Gunther, Cody at WrestleMania Night 2, and Philly. I know a lot of people are hoping that CM Punk. If CM Punk had ever had a chance to main event WrestleMania, if that was still on his bucket list, this would be the time to do it. Which, by the way, last thing I still think is dope, I forgot all about this, that Cody, as soon as he left WWE, did have a sheet of paper with a list on it of guys he wanted to wrestle. I forgot he did that. Again, Cody has a creative mind that he could have utilized WWE if they just would gave him a chance. So I look forward to seeing what Cody does. Again, I feel bad for him because they are floundering him with nothing because they didn't have no plan after WrestleMania 39. It was a knee-jerk reaction. I still don't know why. Maybe it might be because Rock came back. I know a lot of people talking about it right now with the whole Rock coming back, and maybe the plan was to have Rock be the first person to beat Roman. I don't know. But yeah, that's what it is. But great doc by Cody. I hope they figure it. We're just going to be waiting, I guess, till Royal Rumble. Hopefully he stays healthy. And I guess maybe I don't think he'll win the Rumble again. That would just be too much. He'll probably win like Elimination Chamber and then main event versus Roman again. Hopefully that does not happen, but we'll see. But here's Arcade, hardcore casual fan. Like, comment, subscribe, share all things of the things. Welcome to the high, bitch. If you're not down with that, I got 2 words for you. Suck it.
I'm the best. I'm the best in the world.